Hello students, in this video we will discuss about the image formation in case of a convex lens. That means whenever we are keeping any object in front of a convex lens, so where the image is going to form. So here what we will do is we will just try to keep the object, or we will just try to consider the object which is placed at different distances from the convex lens. Right. So the first case is the object which is very far away or which is very far off. Right. So here the light rays that are coming from the object which is kept far from the convex lens, those light rays, they are considered to be parallel rays. Okay. So parallel rays. So here how many light rays we are considering? We are considering two light rays. The first light ray is the light ray which is passing through the optical center. It is passing without any deviation. And the second light ray is the light ray which is passing through the focus. After refraction, it is coming out parallel to the principal axis. So these two refracted rays, they are going to meet at a point which is at focus. So here the image is going to form. So how the image is? Image is diminished. Diminished means there is a decrease in the size of the image. Okay. So this is the first case. Right. So if you remember, these are the two rules what we have studied in the previous class or previous discussion. So the first rule is, one of the rule is the light ray which is passing through the optic center, it passes without any deviation. And the other rule is the light ray which is passing through the focus, after refraction it emerges parallel to the principal axis. Okay. By combining these two rules, we are just seeing where the image is going to form when the object is kept at far off, or we'll call it as infinity. Right. So this is the first situation. Next, coming to the next situation. The next situation is the situation where we are keeping the object beyond 2f. Okay. So what is this 2f? As you all know, f is nothing but focus. Okay. Now this distance, we'll call it as focal length. The distance between optical center and focus is nothing but focal length. Okay. Capital F stands for focus, and small f, it stands for focal length. Okay. So this difference you need to understand. Right. Now this length, it is nothing but focal length. This distance, the distance between focus and optical center, it is nothing but focus. The same is the case on the other side also. Distance between optical center and focus. Okay, as we have discussed. So the distances whatever are on the left hand side, they are mentioned with 1. So here you can take it as f1, and here you can take it as f2. Okay. So this is f1 or simply f. Now 2f is nothing but twice of this distance. Okay. No? So twice of this f. Okay. So that is 2f. Right. The same is the case on the other side also. So this will be f, and this distance is nothing but twice, 2 times this distance. Okay. Right. Now coming to the object which is kept beyond 2f. Right. Here also what we'll do is we'll just consider the light rays whatever are coming from the object. Now here we'll consider two light rays. So the first light ray, the light ray which is parallel to the principal axis, after passing through the lens or after refraction, it passes through the focus. So this is the first light ray. Okay. So let it be the first light ray. And coming to the second light ray, the light ray which is passing through the optical center, it is passing without any deviation. Okay. Now these two light rays, after passing through the lens, they are going to meet at a point which is between focus and 2f on the other side. Okay. Right. So if you compare the size of the object and size of image, so this is the object. This is object, and this is nothing but image. Right. If you look at the size, just for appearance only you can tell. The size, it has been decreased. The size has been decreased. Right, whenever we are keeping the object beyond 2f, what type of image we are going to get? We are going to get an image which is diminished in size. And one more thing, so here we are keeping the object like this, but the image is downwards, arrow mark is down. That means the image is inverted. Okay, the image is inverted image. Okay, so these are the points that are to be noted. So what are the 2 points? The first point is regarding the size. The size is decreased. The size of the image is decreased. And if you look at the nature, nature means is it real and inverted or virtual and erect? So here if you see, it is real and inverted image. Okay, right. So that is the second condition when we are keeping the object beyond 2f. Right. Next, coming to the next one. Next situation. Now the next situation is so when you are keeping the object at 2f. So when you are keeping the object at 2f. Now here also what we'll do is we'll just consider 2 light rays that are coming from the object. Now the first light ray, the light ray which is parallel to the principal axis, after a refraction or after passing through the lens, it passes through the focus. Okay, and coming to the second light ray, the second light ray is the light ray which is passing through the optical center. The light ray which is passing through the optical center, it is passing without any deviation. Right, these 2 light rays, whatever are coming from the lens, they are going to meet at a point. Right, so this is the point where they are going to meet. Now where they are meeting? They are meeting at 2f. When the object is kept at 2f on left hand side, the image is going to form at 2f only, but it is on the right hand side. Right, so that is the position of the image. So where the image is going to form. Now coming to the size, if you look at the size will be same. Whatever the size of the object we are having, the same size of image we are going to get. Okay, and one more property is it is real and inverted. So this is the inverted image which is always real. Right. Okay, so this is the situation when we are keeping the object at 2f on left hand side. Right, coming to the next situation when we are keeping the object. Now here where we are keeping the object, we are keeping the object between 2f and f. Okay, when we are keeping the object between 2f and f, we will see the light rays. Okay, just similar to the previous situation, we will consider 2 light rays. The first light ray parallel to the principal axis passes through the focus. The second light ray, the light ray passing through the optical center, it passes without any deviation. So these 2 light rays, after coming out of the lens, they are going to meet at a point which is beyond 2f. Okay, beyond 2f on the other side. Right, so that is the position of the image. Next, coming to the nature, so it is inverted image. Okay, so it is inverted image. So all inverted images are real. Okay, simply we can call it as real and inverted image. Right, so what is the conclusion? The conclusion is when the object is kept between f and 2f, when the object is kept between f and 2f, the image is going to form beyond 2f. Okay, so beyond 2f. Now coming to this size it is enlarged. Okay, enlarged size, or we will call it as larger size. Image size is larger. Right, so this is the situation. Okay, coming to the next situation. The next situation is the situation where we are keeping the object at focus on the left hand side. right? So here also we'll consider the same light rays. The light ray which is parallel to the principal axis, it passes through the focus. The light ray which is passing through the optical center, it passes or it comes out without any deviation. Now these two light rays, if you see, these two are parallel rays. Okay, these two are nothing but the parallel light rays. Okay, so parallel light rays. So where they are going to meet? So in general, the parallel rays will not meet. Okay, so parallel rays will not meet, but we'll feel that or we'll assume that they are going to meet at infinity. Okay, so we'll assume that these two parallel rays are going to meet at infinity. Right, now what about the nature of the image which is going to form at infinity? So the nature of the image will be a real and inverted only, and size will be larger. Size will be larger than that of object. Right. Next, coming to the next situation. In the next situation, what we are doing is we are just keeping the object. Next situation, we are keeping the object between focus and optical center. Okay. In the next situation, we are keeping the object between focus and optical center. Right. Here also, what we'll do is we'll consider the same two light rays. The light ray which is parallel to the principal axis passes through the focus, and other light ray, the light ray which is passing through the optical center, it passes without any deviation. Now if you look at these two light rays, these two light rays are diverging rays. Okay, these two light rays are nothing but the diverging rays. Now these two light rays, if you extend them in backward direction, or if you are looking at these two light rays from the side, so if your eye is here and if you are looking at these two light rays appear to be coming from a point which is here. Okay, if you extend them in backward direction, they are going to appear to be coming from this point where we are going to get a virtual image. Okay, so where we are going to get a virtual image. So virtual image, if you look at the size, so object is smaller and image is bigger. Okay, so in this case, when the object is kept between focus and optical center, the image is going to form between 2f and f on the same side. Okay, whatever the side on which we are keeping the object, on the same side we are going to get the image also. But what is the nature of image? Nature of image is virtual and erect. And if you look at this size is bigger. Okay. So the same is the situation where we are observing, whenever you are observing any letters through magnifying glass. Okay. Right. Thank you, students.